guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's been a really long time since I've been back on here, but yes, I am back. Not sure for how long, but we'll see. Today, I'm on a journey. I'm starting my journey of finding my art style for gacha. Yes, you go on Pinterest and you see all these really cool art styles. I'm going to be attempting to find one using Pinterest and then going onto like creators' pages and things like that to see the different art pieces and trying to incorporate that into my art. So credits to all artists, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Okay, so first off, this is the character we're gonna use. She's super cute, and today we're basically gonna customize her in more of a Pinterest-inspired style. You know those really cute gacha edits you always see on Pinterest? Yeah, that's kind of the vibe we're going for today. I decided to try editing in the style of one specific editor. She's not really in the gacha community anymore, but she still has an Instagram page. I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce her name, but I think it's Fenico. I absolutely love her art style, so I attempted to recreate my character in that style. Obviously, it's not completely the same, but here's the reference image I used. I also tried to recreate the background a little bit too. My art definitely isn't as good as hers yet, but we're gonna get into the process anyway. So first, I started with the hair. I tried removing a lot of the detail and making it look as plain and clean as possible. I noticed her lines are really sharp, and she adds a lot of loose strands throughout the hair, so I attempted to do that with the brush tool. My hairstyle and everything isn't exactly perfect, but honestly I still loved how it was turning out. She also slightly customizes parts of the hair, but I was honestly too lazy for all that, so I just continued adding extra strands and little details to make the character look cuter. Then I skipped ahead a little and moved on to the eye. As I actually think the eye turned out really cute. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to duplicate it perfectly on the other side, but we were gonna see how that went. After that, I noticed she adds these really pretty highlights in the hair. So yeah, I went back and started working on those. I feel like the highlights made the character look so much better. Later on, you'll see me editing them a bit more to make them blend nicer. And her eyes are literally so pretty. Like, Naki, are you seeing this? At this point, I completely gave up on the eyebrows. I was not feeling them at all. I added the lips and started adjusting the eye, but it just was not working for me. So I was like, you know what? Let's scrap the whole second eye idea. Instead, I decided to cover it with a huge scar. I thought it would make the character look more interesting. So I added a scar over the eye, brought it down to the neck, and added another smaller one too. Maybe she went through some kind of traumatic burn or something. But she's still cute, okay? So right now, I'm just cleaning up the scar, lowering the opacity, and changing the color so it blends more naturally with the skin tone. One thing I really love about her art style is how insanely detailed everything looks. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't have time to put the eye underneath the hair the way she does, but honestly, I'm still satisfied with how it looks above the hair. So after finishing up the skin and making everything blend together a little nicer, I basically just went back and started fixing the hair again. I know you probably can't really see all the changes that well right now, but that's because I'm working on really tiny details at the moment. I'm mostly just cleaning things up, fixing the highlights a little more, and adding small strands here and there. Honestly, I feel like the hair is turning out really good, considering I didn't completely redraw it or fully customize it from scratch. I mostly just used the original base and changed it up enough to fit the style better. Okay, wait. Rewatching this art process is actually confusing me so bad. Like, where did all the work go? What am I even doing right now? Hold on, guys. Give me a second, because I'm genuinely trying to figure out where I'm at in the process. So now I wanted to move straight into editing the eye. Yeah, the eyeball. She has a really unique way of drawing eyes. She starts with the base color, then adds a highlight at the bottom, a shadow at the top, another lighter highlight near the top, and then the iris. Her shading style is honestly so pretty though. I used a darker color and the pen fade brush on ibis paint for most of it. And don't worry guys, I'll put all the brushes I used at the end of the video, because some of them I actually had to get from Pinterest, especially the freckle brush and the little circle effects we're gonna use later on the face. And honestly, those brushes are so cool. Right now though, the eye is looking amazing. Next, we're adding some accessories. She had these two little studs under the lips, but instead I decided to go with spikes because I liked the sharp, edgy vibe she had going on in this style. So I added one spike on the ear and then two more on the left side, and I edited them exactly the way she did hers. But as you can see, I also added a few moles. And now we're using the freckle brush. I'll definitely show that brush at the end too. I also added a face highlight on an add layer and lowered the opacity a bit. I don't know if you guys noticed that part. And right now, I'm adding those little dots on the face and lowering the opacity for those too. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as hers because this was literally my first attempt at this style, but I definitely want to keep practicing, so maybe one day I can perfect it and make it part of my own art style. This was still such a fun experience because her art style is so simple while somehow still looking insanely cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know whose art style I should try next. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.